Agent Key, yeah. She selling Sacramento. She selling Sacramento. Agent Key, she selling Sacramento. Oh.
The next step number 3 out of our 12 steps to home ownership, as I'm walking you through the entire process, is searching for properties. You want to make sure that you know how much money you can spend before you start looking for properties. Now that you get pre-approved, we will establish a set of criteria about the type of home and features that are most important to you. And in doing that, we'll create a property portal for you that will automatically send you homes that meet those criteria. If you go and find another home on another website that's not in your portal, it simply means that you searched for that property under different criteria than what you provided to your agent. So if you gave your agent 3 zip codes, but now you're adding 95828, then that means that you need to give that zip code to your agent so they can put that in your portal and you can get those properties also. Some people say that their agent isn't showing them properties and that they're finding more properties on their own. And oftentimes that is the solution. It's because you're using different criteria, especially when you're looking above a higher price point than what your agent established your portal at. And yes, we are now living in a day and age where agents are not physically looking every single day for a home for you because technology allows for the properties to automatically show up in your email account. And so for those of you who are accustomed to back in the day when an agent would call you or mail you a property when we didn't have technology, that has changed. So don't get upset at your agent that they're just emailing you properties and they're saying to you, when you find a home that you think you like, save it and let me know and we'll go schedule a time to see it. That is the correct business practice. Now, there are other occasions or opportunities where other properties that meet your criteria may come into that agent's purview and they might think of you. That happens with me all of the time. I see properties, I'm out looking at another property for another client, or I'm with someone talking about they're going to list their house, so on and so forth. And then I think about my buyers, and then I try to put that property in front of my buyer as soon as possible. But that's not how it happens on a regular basis. So on a regular basis, what happens is you give them the criteria, they set it up in the portal, it goes to you automatically, and you see it as soon as it hits the market. One of the things to remember about property coming into your portal is that the very first time you get that first set of properties, the next set of properties that you get in are going to trickle in because you saw everything that was out there that met your criteria out the gate. But then other properties will show up only as they hit the market and become new. And hopefully that will make sense. Once you get through those and you determine whether you like them or not, you can save them to a saved folder, or you can put them in a folder saying that you're discarding them, that you're not interested in those. And then as other properties pop up, that's when they'll hit your email account. So as the market started cooling off, buyers were receiving fewer and fewer properties and thinking that their agents weren't sending them all the properties out there. And it's absolutely not true. You're getting them in real time as they hit the market. If an agent lists a property at 2 a.m, guess when you're going to get it in your portal? At 2 a.m. It's not your agent up sending you properties. And also to that point, Zillow, Redfin, Trulia, all of those, we call them commercial websites, they are in the business of making it look like they are the holders of the inventory. Ladies and gentlemen, they are not. They have to ask our permission to put those properties up there. When you'll see sometimes a property, once it's sold, all of the pictures disappear. That's because Trulia and Zillow and all of those no longer have permission to show all of the interior of that property because it now belongs to someone else. When they're pulling these properties up there, they're either getting permission from the agent, they're getting public information via tax records, or they're asking the sellers to confirm this information. And Zillow doesn't even hide it. They admit that that's how they get their inventory. It's right there. But people don't read that. They list that information as they're telling you just how inaccurate their zestimates are and why they're inaccurate. So I want to make sure I point that out to you so that you understand your relationship with your real estate professional is much more beneficial when it comes to the validity and the integrity of the properties you're seeing versus the ones that you're finding on these commercial websites.
Agent Key, selling Sacramento. She